'Cause every time we try to break it down and build again, yeah, every time we try to make up for something lost, you know, we're never letting go. This time we can reach the sky on a prayer, we go higher than high. Yeah, wide awake, it's a big mistake, 'cause it's something we can deny. But with a love like this, we'll never fall.
You know those childhood memories that just stick with you? Those were the days.
Take me back to the good times glow, when the world slowed down and the TVs glowed. From Mario jumps to TGIF nights, everything felt just right. If you remember, this is your song. Where you came from still lives on. Kick back, relax, stay a while. Voice of the people, U.S.A. makes it feel worth alive. Halfway between two worlds, mixtapes and modems, boys and girls. We saw the change, we felt the shift, but those memories remain a gift. So if you miss when life felt real and laughter echoed through the reel, this night's for you, come take your seat. We're past and present.
Little TGI Friday here. Got any cheese? Every Friday we get to go and pick out a video. We don't record over this one. If I remember this. Welcome. Be kind, rewind.
TGIF Friday Throwback on Holistics, bringing back the good times every Friday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time across.
It's Friday night, and the mood is right. We're gonna have some fun, show you how it's done. TGIF.
Welcome. Hello, everyone. I am Hollis Mahady, and you are watching Holistics. Oh, my sound effect. How is everyone tonight? Happy Friday. And here today in Cleveland, it is a lovely rainy day, 43 degrees, May 1st. Will spring ever freaking come? I hope so, because it's a tease. It's a tease. You put all your winter clothes away. You're ready. You're like, spring is coming. Maybe the pool is gonna open, and boom, it could be snowing tomorrow. Got to crack my winter coat back out, and my galoshes, and my freaking hat and mittens. So hopefully sooner than later we see some spring, because I could use a good dose of sunshine. But you know what? When there's no sunshine outside, we make our own sunshine here on Holistics. So I'm so happy to be back. It's been a crazy week, and I say it every week, guys, right? Does anyone else feel like that? Where does the time go? It's just like boom, 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 boom. My last time I was actually truly live was Monday, when I did our Do You Believe in Aliens episode, which was quite interesting. It was very interesting. We got a comment of someone who had an alien abduction. So we're hoping to be in contact with him again, and maybe he's going to tell us some more of the story. But yes, it's one of those things where I played a couple replays this week, which I don't like to do, but I want to be going live every single night. But on those nights, I just do my replay. And it's funny because I had a couple people write to me, "Oh, are you seeing my comments? I'm chatting." And I feel bad. I'm like, I'm not really live, but I'm kind of live. I'm there. It looks like I'm there. So I guess it's convincing that it looks like I'm there, because I am kind of there. But in the replays, I won't be able to see the chat if I'm not there. But I am live tonight. This is live and in person on May 1st, 2026. And lots of big things happening. First, like I say, I got to have my glasses, but I like to do my housekeeping and saying, if this is your first time watching or listening, or you're scrolling by, if you're stop the scroll, if you're on Rumble, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, the Twitter, and of course, Voice of the People USA Radio and Television Network, we are broadcasting live. It's on Roku TV, it's on Fire TV, it's on Apple TV. And there are apps as well. So if you are new here, again, I'm Hollis. That's my website, hollismahady.com. As you can see, I have a QR code up there, which means that I do accept tips. And why do I accept tips? Because this crap is expensive to run, and I do show up because I love it, not to get paid, but any little bit helps. So if you do enjoy the show, if you're a longtime watcher, or if you're just new and scrolling by and it's entertainment and you feel generous, as you know, the creative, sometimes it's hard. It's hard, guys. It's hard because everything costs so freaking much. So that's the story. That's the story. So those days when I'm playing the replays, what I'm doing in the background is, putting together lots of content, trying to put together things to pitch to advertisers, sponsors, so we could get some damn money. So then I could completely be going here all the time, even 7 days a week. I would do it 7 days a week, even though it'd probably be smart to take a break. But it's just the fact that I do every single damn blessed thing. Sorry for the swear word, damn. But and of course, Dan helps me a lot with everything. Couldn't do it without him either. But it is hard. I talk about it a lot, and it's relevant because I think a lot of people are content creators. You're making videos. You're trying to promote it. You're trying to do all this stuff, and it's not easy. So that's, again, long story short. That's where tips are very much supported because, we get to the point where we get a system in place and get some help, then I won't have to do every blessed thing myself and life will be better for everyone. And so, yes, so if you are interested in supporting the show, you could just go to hollismahady.com. Right on the bottom there is a little cute little coffee cup. You could buy me a coffee. You could do a one-time donation, or you can sign up and be a member. And that is right here, which I will play really quick and just talk about it. Like I say, get my housekeeping, and then we'll get into the good stuff because it's Friday night and we're going to have some fun tonight. But yes, this is just, again, how you support the show. I'm a musician. I sell lots of my music collection there. Oh, yeah. I'll talk about that too. Something with my music happened. And yes, these are ways you could support the show. I'll get into that again later. But just, again, if you're new here and you're like, well, what is she talking about? Buy Me a Coffee has different membership levels. I do exclusive podcasts for my backstage passers. And yeah, it's all there. So again, that's why I accept tips. I am not independently wealthy or have any kind of big trust fund or anything like that. I know a lot of these podcasters and people do, and good for you, but I'm not one of them. And I think many people aren't. So that's why the button is there. Anytime during the show, you could take your phone out and you could take a picture of it and you could see what I have to offer. So I put a lot of time and effort into my Buy Me a Coffee. And again, on those days off, what am I doing? I have some updates I'm going to be putting up there, but it takes time to make them all. So I'm going to get some brand new stuff up on the Buy Me a Coffee this week as well. It's very exciting because May 15th, that's 2 Fridays from now, my first song covers is finally coming out. I talked about that on Monday. Again, for those people who might just be tuning in for the first time ever, who is this girl? What is this? I think this is about TGI Friday. Yes, it is. It's coming. It's coming. But I do like to promote it because I'm very proud of it, that in a matter of 2 weeks, it's finally here, and TuneCore approved it. It says it's on the way. I'm waiting to get my little pre-saved link. So when that's ready, I'll send that to you guys and you could pre-order it. So as soon as it comes out, you can listen to it on all platforms. Here it is.
Underneath the covers, don't have to face the shame, don't have to feel this pain. It's where I wanna stay. Underneath the covers, don't have to face the shame, don't have to feel this pain. It's where I wanna stay.
Oh, so yes, so that's very exciting. That is coming out. Oh, my background's not on. Hold on, guys. We're getting into TGIF. Hold on. I forgot. Hold on. There it is, TGIF. That's our official background for Friday nights. And sometimes I like to do this one as well. I think that's pretty cool, like the Rubik's Cube for Friday nights. Hold it. So there we go. And I see some chats, some people in the comments there. I'll get you guys shortly. I can't wait to see who's here. And I'm glad you guys join me sometimes on Fridays, and we have our TGI Fridays and our little lightheartedness. It's a heavy world, right? So yes, just to fill you in on some other exciting things. I rushed over here, and I'm glad we got here just in the nick of time. I had about 7 minutes to spare to come in to set it all up and get on here real quick because I was in a very long, boring process of something that we've been talking about forever. We finally did it, and I have the proof right here, and it's already kind of annoying me. I've got a new phone finally. And I still have my old phone. I don't know where it is, my Apple phone. But today I officially switched over, and now I am an Android user. And already Dan's probably like, oh my gosh. I'm like, why isn't it swiping? Where is the thing? Because I'm so used to let me know in the chat if you guys have Apple or Android. But there's a really nice camera. So I was ready to do the switch, but I'm so used to swiping up, and now I'm like, why can't I swipe? Where is it? And he's like, just tap it, just swipe it. And I don't know. So I have to get used to it. I can't get too frustrated. There you go. But yeah, you know how when you go to the freaking, it's always a nightmare. We've kind of been putting it off because we got our phones in the mail, and that was a big long thing. And then we're trying to get them on our business account, which they are officially on our business account, which is good because it starts showing that you're using all the freaking money we spend on this, all the money we spend, so much. And now we finally are trying to do things the right way where we're showing it and building business credit and all that crap. So that was a big step. And they wanted to charge us $1,000 a phone for it to be on the business account because you have no credit. And it brings you back to that question, the chicken or the egg, right? What comes first, the chicken or the egg? You can't have, now it's a business, so it's new credit. So you can't get a credit if you don't have any credit. How do you get credit if you don't have credit? Blah, 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 blah. I remember that back in the day when I was younger trying to start out, and it's like, how do you build credit if no one will give you a credit card? How do you get, no credits? What is it? No credits, bad credit, good credit. So that whole loveliness, but persistence, we finally have it. And today we went and did that. And of course, you had to pick out your case and your screen protector, and hundreds of dollars later, finally have a new phone because you know how it is, guys. You can't live without a phone these days. They make it like you don't have a phone. You have to have a phone. So that's a lot what this episode's about when we talk about those days before the phones. And that's my theme song of the night here. Back to the good times. Remember those days, guys? We're the generation in the 80s, 70s, 60s, and probably and older that appreciate those days before screens and phones took over everything. Back to the good old days. That's why I like the Friday night, because it's like, we could reminisce a little bit and talk about the changing world we're living in. So yeah, so I have some other things, and as you can see, my t-shirt here. Do you guys know who this is? It's a new t-shirt tonight. I haven't worn this one yet. Let me know. I'm going to head over to the chat room. Let's see. I have a couple comments there. Who's in the chat room? Tonight, Joe is in the chat room. Good evening, Hollis. I just clocked off work, so I'll be driving as usual, but I will be listening. Well, welcome, Joe. I'm glad to join you on your ride home. Drive safe. Must Kill. Chris is in the house. Happy Friday. What a t-shirt. Thank you, Chris. Chris, you like Labyrinth then? I love Labyrinth. It's my favorite childhood movie, and I have never worn this yet on TGI Friday. I'm building up a little collection here. So I have my Steve Urkel shirt, and I have my Mama shirt, and now I have a Labyrinth shirt. So that's number 3. Unfortunately, there's not a Perfect Stranger shirt that I've seen. So we'll see. Yeah, I got the first night where I started doing these, and I'm like, I need to get all decked out. And it just reminds me that I do have my trivia cards. They finally came. Look, here we go. So maybe we'll do a little trivia, because usually I'm just referring to the chat GPT, but this is 80s trivia card, a totally tubular collection of 180 questions on 80s movies, music, TV shows, and more. And it's not just the 80s. I mean, it's the early 90s. And yeah, so it doesn't have to just be the 80s, because when we do our research, we realize that TGI Fridays went into the 90s as well, obviously, because it was maybe more 90s than 80s, because it says the original lineup. It says it right in the corner, if you guys can see it. The original lineup when TGI premiered in 1989. So yeah, it was practically the 90s. But we grew up, born in the 80s, kind of grew up more, in the 90s, right? Yeah. So welcome in, Chris. And Magadar Biker says, it's been in the 70s and 80s down here until just yesterday. It's in the 50s now. Okay, so it's cold down. Wow, Joe, you're in Ohio. So, wow. So 70s and 80s. Yeah, it was a little warmer yesterday. There were some really nice days this week. But yeah, I got cold all of a sudden. I'm like, oh, God, I'm just over it. I'm ready for the spring renewal. I've been preparing for it. And Joe also says, getting in the car now, I'll check at the rest area in Sardinia as usual. I would just be listening now. Aw. Well, again, so glad to have you. And hello, welcome, Jason. Jason's in the house. Jason Dahl. Jim Tim says, let's go building tree houses. Aw, yeah. I never had a tree house. We had a beautiful tree. Sorry, my hair's kind of looks like an 80s hairband. Yeah. There, with this more 80s, right? I never had a tree house. We had such a big, huge tree. It's so sad it got cut down. We didn't cut it down. I don't know why, but in Scranton, where I'm from, where we lived, in the backyard. I mean, even even being like I said, because you're little, you think it's so big. No, it was this massive, huge tree, but it wasn't one where it was so big. I mean, you couldn't build a tree house in there. But I never had a tree house. That would be so cool. Oh, Jim says in the woods. So yeah, no, I never had a tree house. Yes. So yeah, that's the story. So yeah, the 80s. So we have some little 80s trivia cards here. So maybe we could do some trivia. We'll have to pick a category. We have movies, as I said, music, and something else. What was the other thing I said? What else is there? Movies, music, and is it culture? Just movies, music, technology, television. Yeah, television, of course. Yeah. So very exciting, very exciting. I'm glad I got that. So new things are happening. So I mean, again, people who just tuning in are probably like, what, like, what? She's talking about this, but you know what? I got something else new because I'm filling you guys in who's been here from the beginning. This is episode number 23, I believe, 23 episodes already. And again, like I said, my goal is to be doing it live every single night again, but I'm just playing catch up and back up because starting next week, I'm very excited. And I think he's still in the chat room. Hopefully, Chris is going to be here Monday. Must Kill Chris is going to be my first official guest on the show. Of course, we had Jess popped in before. So I guess she was my first official guest, but my first official musical guest as well. Must Kill Chris is in the house. And I am so excited about it. I can't wait to catch up with Chris. I haven't seen him in like 10 years, a decade. We've been in contact and talking, but and again, it's one of those things where it's like, oh, it's just that's the way it is now. You just talk over Facebook or um social media, right? And you go and the time flies but yes, I'm very excited about Chris. Look how cool Chris is. Must Kill Chris. He's excited because his new single, The Sunny Window, is coming out on Monday, the night that he's gonna be here. So it's gonna be out that day. I'm pretty sure that's still the plan. And he's gonna tell you all about that. And we're just gonna have a lot of fun talking. We're gonna talk about our um, commiserate, maybe no, we're gonna keep it positive, but, I say commiserate in a funny way about AI taking over the world and what it means for musicians. But here, I made this week. Again, when I say I'm playing catch up, it's because I'm making all these things and it's just freaking time consuming. But yes, it's very exciting. Let me put this one on here.
Something real is coming to Holistics, and you don't want to miss this one. I'm so excited to announce the very first musical guest, all the way from the UK, Must Kill Chris. Don't miss this episode where we dive into Chris's new music, including the release of his new song, The Sunny Window, and have a real, unfiltered conversation about what it means to be an independent artist in today's ever-changing music landscape. We'll get into our take on AI in the music industry, the challenges of navigating this new era, and what it really looks like to keep going, to keep creating, and to keep fighting for your music. It's an honest, open conversation about life, music, and passion, and why it still matters. You don't want to miss this episode, Monday, May 4th on Holistics, streaming on YouTube, X, Facebook, Instagram, Rumble, and of course, on Voice of the People USA Radio and Television Network.
Yeah, so I can't wait. It's going to be so much fun. And again, don't forget, guys, that's Monday night, 7 p.m. Eastern time. And Chris is going to be up probably pretty late that night. I mean, who knows? We could talk forever, probably. I mean, the show's usually like 7 to 9 or whatever. You don't have to stay on the whole time or as long as you want to stay on. Because remember, guys, he's all the way from the UK. So he's across the pond. So when it's 7 p.m. for me, it's 8, 9, 10, 11. It's a midnight for him. So yeah, you gotta get your rest. He will be up later, a little later than usual, probably. But yes, it's going to be very exciting. And the following Thursday, let me go back to the chat room here quick. Yes. Oh, good. Chris is here. He's excited for Monday. Everyone's excited to have you. We'll be sharing it out. That's another one I'm going to keep sharing and sharing. I'm doing the best I can, as you said, as you guys know. It's hard. You're doing everything. You're trying to promote it. And Chris knows how it is. You're sharing it out. I mean, Instagram's the worst. I mean, I'm like, why doesn't anyone follow me? I'm like, 496 followers. Then it's 497. Then it's back to 495. I'm like, oh, am I ever going to hit 500 followers? Who do I have to pay? What do I have to do? Who do I have to tell? Follow me. Oh, follow me. Oh, sick of it. But That's it. That's why we just got to start like, that old thing where you find another way outside of social media to go and connect people and grow that way. Like that old back in the day when people connected other than on their freaking phone and had to pay everyone to do everything and pay people to like it and pay people to follow and pay people to pay attention. Ugh, I can't stand it. So yeah, that's the story. I'm just venting a little bit. Chris says I'm a night owl. Unfortunately, okay, good. Me too. Me too. I've been on forever. Not on. I've been a night owl for. I know. I know what they say, guys. Sometimes I'm like, that's been my mistake in life. The early bird catches the worms. But what is the night? What is if the early? Why don't they have a night owl saying for that? If the early bird catches a worm, well, an owl is a bird. So a late night owl, he could catch worms too. But you hear that like, ooh, there's people who like pop out of bed in the morning and they do everything. They're like their whole day's already started. Like, I don't know, by like 6 a.m. and they're already at the it's, you know, I don't know. I wish I was one of those people. I really want to try it. I've tried it. I have like little periods where it happened, but again, I've just always worked late. I'm coming more alive at night. I'm always like, oh, it's only 3 o'clock, and I'm just like boom, 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 going and editing. Jim Tim says, would love to be a guest. Yes, that would be fun, Jim. Making things interesting and rock that joint. I like that. Come on, Hollis. Your tin cup. What's it? Oh, yeah. Are you talking about my cup? Oh, I didn't get to that yet. How cute. I got my water bottle. I ordered this from the TikTok shop. I don't know if you guys could see it, but Smurrigs is watching. Smurgly out there. Does this kitty resemble any kitty you know? Can you guys tell? I think you can probably tell. There's cats on this. And I got this to remind me of my kitty cats, who is with Smeriglio. He's taking wonderful care of them. And this reminds me of my kitty Pearl. And this reminds me of Ruby. Or this one reminds me of Ruby too. That's what I just got. I just thought it was cute. I need a new water bottle. And so there you go. Like I said, big exciting things happening here. New tumblers from TikTok. Holy, oh my gosh. Now we just got to get everybody to buy one on TikTok and then I'll get my dollar commission. So if just 10,000 people bought a kitty tumbler, I could be like totally rich. And then we'll have a whole team, Chris. We'll be on together. We'll have assistants. We'll have virtual assistants. So we just got to sell the kitty tumblers and everything else to come that I didn't get yet. I ordered a few things. So I will be showing you guys. I'm an open book here. So let me know. I'm trying to learn the TikTok shop because apparently that's where it's at. But it's a lot of time learning, making more videos, making content, trying to tell people, oh my gosh, I have this product. You should get it too. So that's what it is, right? Sales. But yeah, but the truth is, why not? If I like it, I love it. I think this is the cutest cup and it's actually cute. It's pretty cool. But I ordered a couple dresses for summer on there as well. And I need a new bathing suit because I've had the same bathing suits for like 3 years, 4 longer probably. And we have a pool here and I'm like, oh, we have a beautiful pool. If it ever freaking stops snowing in this crazy weather, we have a pool in our apartment. And I'm so looking forward to it because we moved in here and it was already cold and it was closed. So we never got to go in it yet. But I'm like, I need a new bathing suit for the pool. So I ordered one on TikTok shop as well. So I will let you know how that goes. If any of them in there, any of y'all need a new bathing suit, we could be twins. Don't worry, I won't be mad if you copy me. I'll be happy. I'll thank you. I'll thank you. Yay, white noise is in the house. Yay, let me give you a little applause. Hold on. Shannon's in the house. I love Shannon. Yay, my night just got so much better. Oh, well, mine too. I'm so happy you're here, and I'm happy to be here. Hold on. Board up, Hollis. Make sure you play that applause. Applause, intense. Shannon's in the house. In the house. Joe's in the house. Jason's in the house. And maybe there are some other people in the house as well. Getting excited for Friday night. Let me know. Do you guys have any big weekend plans? Or is it just one where you're like, oh, I just got to catch up on everything? Like, I'll be honest, guys. Yesterday was just one of those days. I've been behind the computer for like 10,000 hours straight. You're always doing stuff. And I decided I really needed to clean my closet because it was overwhelming and everything was kind of all over the place. And I'm one of those people. I don't know. Let me know what your style is. Like, I like to keep my room clean, but then sometimes it gets messy and then I will let it go, and then I'll clean it all at once. Like, I'm not very good at putting things back. And if you just did that, then it wouldn't get to be a mess. But that's kind of what happens with me. I will kind of let it build up because I hate clutter. I hate clutter. And I feel so much better. I mean, it took forever because again, we moved from a house. We moved from a house in Frenchville, Maine that was too huge. We had garages, we had so much space to a 2-bedroom apartment. So it's just like there's a lot in my garage, there's stuff in totes, there's this, but it's just I'm selling stuff. And if anyone, I always forget to mention this, guys. I'm trying to raise money here for my to fund my independent release. I have a wonderful security system. It's on my Facebook Marketplace, and it's probably a random, what's it called, like an odd chance that anyone will actually need this, but it's safe and secure. This security system cost us a pretty penny. And unfortunately, shit hit the fan of Maine. We didn't stay there. We never even opened it. And it's brand new in the case, in the box. And I'm trying to sell it on eBay. I mean, I think it cost us $900, maybe almost $1,000 for the security system. Now I can't even no one sell it on eBay. I'm trying to sell it for like a couple $100 to get some money. We're just selling things. I sold a bunch of my totes this week. Oh my gosh. This is not TGI Friday, but I'm catching up, guys. I need to get it out. But when we moved, we had about 10,000 totes. And when I say totes, you guys know what I mean, like those what you carry things in. And we had a lot of nice totes with wheels, and then we had many totes without wheels. And I said, when we ever have to move again, I am only getting totes with wheels. Moving is hell. I've moved probably like 10,000 times in my life. So many times. But I said next time, I don't care. Hopefully it's not for a long time. If I ever move again, get moving help because we've done everything ourselves. And it is time consuming and it's expensive and it just sucks. I mean, anyone who's moved knows moving blows. And so anyway, long story, all in my garage, we have about 10,000 totes. A lot of them are emptied and we've been selling some stuff and all that. So I had a lot of empty totes. I had like 13 empty totes, including we still have a lot of them left. But I put them up on Marketplace and was like, whoa, like I was selling freaking gold. I was happily surprised. Within minutes, literally within 2 minutes, someone wanted to buy them. And they came like that night and they gave me pretty much close to the price I wanted for it. It was funny because I put them up when I price things on Marketplace, let me know if you guys sell things on Marketplace. But I always price, you're going to sell it for like half of what you paid for it, like usually at least, unless it's something like really new or whatever. But yeah, so I go on Home Depot. Okay, how much of these totes are $10 new? Okay, I'm going to charge like $8 for them. And if you buy all 13, you could get them all for $100 or whatever. So anyway, did that. I remember the next day on Facebook, I didn't think I told Dan this, but I was just like, some guy was like, because I put like I said, there was 13 totes. So if you bought them new at Home Depot, 10 times 13 with tax, they're probably like $140 or something. And then I had 4 really big totes. Like they are more expensive. They're at least 35. They could be $40 each in Home Depot. And I'm just saying, my point is people are so lame because I said, you could take the whole lot for $150. But if you actually do the math, we probably paid double that really over the course for all that stuff. There's a point to the story. It's probably kind of boring. My point is the next day online, like someone's like, oh, like commented on the tote post. It was like, people are such suckers and for paying full price. These are like brand new for $10 at Home Depot. And I think people, if they could get away with trying to rip people off, they can. And I'm like, usually it's just so stupid. I wouldn't even write anything, but I wrote, I'm like, well, actually it was quite a good deal. And I think everybody else thought so too, because literally all night people were asking about these totes and they were already gone. So then I had to take it off. But I don't know how I got on that subject. That's not that interesting. That's not TGI Friday, but we're just giving a recap of the week of all the hell we went through during the week to celebrate. It's Friday. Oh, so yeah, that was interesting. Shannon says I've ordered so much off the TT shop. Oh, really? Yeah, I never did. This is my first thing, but I figured, like I talk about trying to raise money, make money, all that. apparently you could make a lot of money off the TikTok shop if you're a salesperson. You go on there and you see it. There's a whole, oh my gosh, there's so much to it. There's a big like process. It's not just like, people will buy it. Cause there's probably like 5,000 people selling this, being like, buy my cat tumbler, buy it from my link, buy it from my link. So it's like competition. You have to, but at the same time, if you put in the time and stuff and someone buys it, and, say 100 people bought this. Now, this is just an example. And I don't even know how much profit you get. Like this was $10, but I think there was shipping on it. There's some stuff that shipping is free. But say 100 people bought that off of my thing and I get $1. That's $100. I don't even know if I get $1. Some things you only get like 50 cents for. But like, like anything, I don't know. You just hope people buy it off your link or whatever. But yeah, so we'll see. I'm like, I also got one other thing and I ordered a couple other, like I said, the bathing suits and a couple dresses I saw because I'm getting ready for the spring and I needed a little bit of a new wardrobe because you know how girls are. They like to spruce it up here. And in the last 2 years, I didn't really go shopping. With more about moving and buying like 8,000 cameras and things and everything. The fun stuff. The fun stuff for girls. They like to get some new clothes and they like to get some makeup and they like to do those things, perfume and all that stuff, that girly stuff. But guys, apply it to yourself. You gotta pay all the boring stuff, that all your money. You're like, oh man, like nothing left for something good, like a cat tumbler. But yeah. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see what else. Oh, I was gonna say I got a stand. I got like a tripod stand. Not a tripod stand. It's you put your phone on it, like a selfie stick, but like you know what I mean. You put your phone on it and it stands up. I blanked out there. But the thing is that when I went to the studio last week, I brought that stand with me to do some recording and I forgot it there. And then when I was this week trying to use it, I'm like, oh, I forgot in the studio. So I'm like, I need another one. It did take kind of a long time to get here. I thought, it's not like Amazon where it comes like you could get next day with Amazon. I'm still waiting for some stuff and I ordered it well over a week ago. So, but I guess it is all coming from China. So it's not, I don't know, the best quality. Like I said, the tumbler is cute, but anyway, guys, I forgot to show you. I was gonna open it open the show where I was playing my little Game Boy. This is not a Game Boy, but Aaron's not in the house yet. Maybe he'll pop in. I hope he does. He would appreciate this if you guys could see this on the screen here. Check it out. Check it out. You're gonna be jelly. You're gonna be jelly. Super Mario Brothers. This is so cool. Aaron, oh, I love it. I'll play it in the car once in a while if I could charge it if I'm bored or whatever. When you need a break from all the. I love it. Do you guys remember this? I want to play it right now. It's crazy. No matter how many times you play it, I'm like, oh. So, but this is so cute. This is a game and watch. It's not. Remember Game Boys? I remember my neighbor Timmy had a Game Boy, and I was like, oh, how cool. I never had one though, but. Yeah, I had the Nintendo. But yeah, Aaron gave me this last year because he saw it. Like, I love it. And I think he had an extra one or he parted with it. Hopefully he has one as well. But I love that thing. But I thought it applied to our 80s themes because when I think about 80s or growing up, Super Mario Brothers was a big part of it. It was Super Mario Brothers 1, 2, and 3. Probably, I don't know if I could pick my favorite. It was probably, I love 2. I had a lot of memories of 2, of the princess flying on the egg and hitting the dinosaur and she would fly over on the egg. And the one with the magic carpet. If anyone played that. But yes, and I feel bad because Jessica. Okay, here we go. Here's my new phone. I got to get used to this. See, I'm trying to swipe. And it's kind of annoying. Like, it's crazy. I'm going to get like. But Dan makes it so easy. He's like, just swipe it. And I try to swipe it and I don't get anything. It can't be that difficult here. Again, it's just getting used to it. But yes, okay, there you go. But I feel bad because I forgot to write Jess back. But Jess, I'm here if she's here. But yes, Shannon, let me know. She says, I've ordered so much off the TikTok shop. What purchases did you get? And do you like them? And let me know. So some other things I wanted to tell you guys about. Oh, speaking of Labyrinth, Chris likes the shirt. Isn't this awesome? This was they had loads of Labyrinth shirts. That was one there was no shortage on. If you go on Amazon. Who I don't think they have this in the TikTok shop. I don't know, but Amazon has so much stuff, and they have lots of different labyrinths. One, it was kind of one that one where I was like, I wonder which one I should get. But this one, as soon as I saw, this is like the classic. This is the one where this was the movie cover. Hold on, just to give you the whole. There you go. This one to me was like classic Labyrinth. I remember this cover. I think when I rented it, definitely from the video store, Solid State Video. Shout out to Scranton, Solid State Video. And it's cold here today, so I wore a long sleeve shirt under it because I was freezing out. But this is the classic Labyrinth. This is when I remember the memory going in and picking out Labyrinth on a Friday night. You remember like the box is in the front and then behind it, if it's out, if the video is not actually there. That's like the really old school video store. That was even Blockbuster did that too, right? But some of them, and then I remember they changed it where you had to go up and ask for it. But I do remember that like the empty box would be on the front of the video. So if the video wasn't there, you knew it was out. But that was the one. It was a white case and it had this picture on it. So that's why I chose that one. Yes. Chris says I'm gonna have to look for a Labyrinth shirt myself. So cool. Oh, it's not surprising that you like Labyrinth too. We're great minds think alike. We think alike. But it's the best, right? And it's cute because it's in England, right? It's set in England, I think. Well, she wasn't English though. I mean, David Bowie was, and we've talked about this before. I don't know if it was with Chris, but David Bowie was from Brixton, wasn't he? From I know he's from London, I think, or maybe it was Brixton where he was born or something. I wish there were still video stores. Shannon says, I know, right? That's one of those things. That is definitely something that definitely defines our generation, right? Because first it was Blockbuster came later for me. We had one right in the Dunmore Corners, which is like 5 minutes from my house, and you could even walk there to walk down the hill. But like I said, in case you didn't hear it in another episode, I literally right outside my door. I walked outside my door in Scranton, left, and went three houses past on the same side. I didn't have to cross the street. It was a video store, and that's where I would spend a lot of time, all my Friday nights. And I said that they would have cardboard cutouts, and I would go. She gave me the My Girl one time because I love My Girl as well. That was probably my second favorite movie because Labyrinth is just one of those childhood memories, and with all the characters, and I love them all. Ludo and oh, here we go. And this is why. Look at Chris. You're gonna like this too. Ready? Check it out. I have Labyrinth, the card game, and I never actually played it, but I just thought it was so cute. Oh, it's so cute. I love him. That's Sir Legitimus. Ludo, of course. The Goblin King. Sarah. Oh, that's Sarah. No, it's backwards for me. Sarah. There she is. Through dangers untold and hardships wondered, I have made my way here to the castle. I'm trying to remember the rest of it. You have no power over me. And Huggle. I love it. Again, Shannon, have you seen it? You must have seen Labyrinth, right? I love it at the end. There's one, Chris, you would like this shirt. It's like, I almost got that one. It was so cute. It was like, but should you need us? At the very end when she's like realizing it's a dream or they're going back and it's at the end. But should you need us? It's so sad. Aw. I just love that movie so much. I don't know why. It was just such a good one. Chris says, there's a card game. I have the book and a Labyrinth Monopoly. What book? Was there a book, made about the movie? Like it was a book? I sound so done. It was a book. Because you know how there was a book about My Girl. I remember the My Girl book. I think it was after the movie came out. Then there was the book. So was it? I never knew that. I also, you're gonna be jealous of this one too. And I have this in a tote. All those famous totes I was talking about in my garage. I have a Labyrinth board game, and it is so cool. And it has like the statues and the clock and like I said, I never actually played it, but we tried to play it once. But I don't know. Book of the film. Oh, no, that's cool. You're gonna have to send me the link, send me a picture of it. Or maybe when you have on Monday, you could show it if you still have it. Well, you don't have to, but I'd like to see that. But no, I never read the book. That would be interesting, actually. And yes, it's a great movie. Now, how about The Dark Crystal? Did you guys watch that? Because I never did, believe it or not. I think I did watch it once, but I don't know for some reason, because they say kind of like that was similar to Labyrinth. I don't think it like they were related to each other in the story or anything. I would say it's like a sequel. I don't think it is a sequel. But that's one for some reason I never you would think I would have loved that and watched that too, but I don't know why I never really that was on my radar. But I hear people say, "Oh, how about The Dark Crystal?" I'm pretty sure that's Jim Henson as well, obviously, right? And Labyrinth and stuff. But yeah, well, who's your favorite if you had to pick? Who is your favorite Labyrinth character? That's hard because they all work together and they all had their own special qualities. I mean, the dog is so cute, little Sir Legitimus and Huggle. You have to feel for Huggle and Ludo, of course, and then of course Sarah, and of course love David Bowie. Come on, and then Toby and Lancelot the bear. Toby, Lancelot. Somebody's been in my room again. I could quote the whole movie probably. Yeah. And I always just thought he was so cute in that little red and white stripe like pajama things he had on. Aw. I've never seen The Dark Crystal. I know, me either. We'll have to like maybe we can watch a clip of it because I honestly maybe there's a trailer for it. We should pull it up. Oh my gosh. So yeah, so that's my Labyrinth. So you see, I'm a big dork here. I have my Labyrinth stuff. Um, and again, like I moved so many times, and I mean, over the years when I was like younger, I would collect stuff and like go on vacation and get things. If I get moved so many times, I'm just like I stop buying that kind of stuff and souvenirs and all that because it just I don't know. Then it gets like cluttered and you have so much stuff. And but I will. My point of that is there's certain things I have like on my bookshelf. I have the most important things that stood the test of time. I have a few like important things, but my Labyrinth game was one of them. I didn't throw that out or sell that or anything because it's just one of those childhood things I like to have on my bookshelf. Yes, yes. So there we go. So let's see. Let's see if I have it because I thought I uploaded it. Oh, you know what? Also, again, remember Chris is my first guest, and I didn't mention this. Well, I did last week. My second guest that's coming on, that's Irene. She's coming. Oh, not Irene. Wrong person. That's Jessica. Where did that name come from? Jessica is coming on Thursday. Yes. So I'll play that. And then I am going to announce actually I have a third guest. And I didn't announce this Monday because frankly I didn't have my promo done, but I have it now. So I'll tell you about him after I talk about Jessica. Remember guys, so next week's going to be a big week here on Holistics. So I'm definitely going to have new episodes obviously Monday and Thursday with my 2 live guests. And we'll see how the week goes because I'll try to go pop on again Wednesday night as well. Maybe all the nights. It just depends on how far I go because this is a big 2 weeks. I, again, trying to juggle 8,000 things. Also, my music release is coming out on the 15th. And again, being completely independent without much help or resources, I do everything myself. So I'm trying to get all that, the playlists and the videos and this, and just to give it a big chance to be seen or heard and get out there into the world. So I don't know. I'm doing the work of about a team of like 20 should technically be back in those days when everyone wasn't a rock star and music and people actually were like, oh, you're in a band, how cool, that's cool, I love your music, cool, tell me when it's out. Now it's just like, oh my god, can you guys listen to my music please, will you like my music, can you look at, oh I want to be a star, I'm gonna be a star, I'm a star baby, please listen to my music. Yeah, that's how it feels sometimes. But here, let's put on Miss Jessica. There she is. There she is. She's going to be here Thursday, May 7th. I'm super excited. Oh, I was going to show you. Here you go. Here we go, guys. This is what I'm going to show you. I have it right here. I've got my book. I've got my book from her. And I've only read the first few pages, but I am going to be reading it, obviously. It's sad because I got it a while ago and when I say the days go by, I'm not even kidding. I don't even do anything for myself. I'm just like, blah, 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 blah. Oh, I did, blah, blah, blah. And then I'm just like, you know what? Screw it. I just want to clean my closet and read a book. And this is the book I'm going to be reading. So by Thursday, I will have all my book because you want to know, obviously, what the book is about. I mean, I already have an idea and I've read the first couple pages. The pages. I just want to be well versed and read on her book so I can ask intelligent questions. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, so here we go. Let me show. This is the reel I made for Jessica Gailey. And then I'll show you our third guest, which is I'm announcing it right now. Okay, here we go. Here's Jess. If I could find it. Board up. Hey, board up. Where is it? There it is. Here we go.
I'm so excited to announce that Jessica Gailey is coming on to Holistics to talk about her work around healing and self-discovery. Jessica is an author, an entrepreneur, and an advocate for personal growth, and her work is rooted in lived experience, exploring the patterns we carry, the relationships that shape us, and the courage it takes to choose yourself. We'll be diving into her book Piece by Piece, a deeply personal yet widely relatable reflection on breaking cycles, rebuilding self-worth, and learning to trust your own voice again. I can't wait for this episode, and honestly, you're not going to want to miss it. Thursday, May 7th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Only on Holistics, streaming on YouTube, X, Facebook, Instagram, Rumble, and of course, on Voice of the People USA Radio and Television Network.
So, yes, exciting things up in store here for Holistics. That is going to be next Thursday, May 7th, and you don't want to miss it. But if you do, there will be a replay. But you want to be here live that night, of course, because if you have any questions, and she's so sweet, and I can't wait to talk to her. I haven't talked to her in a very long time. Again, we've only talked over, Facebook Messenger and things like that, but never actually connected. It's more rare in this day and age to get a face to face finally. And we got to bring that back more in style, guys. You know what I'm saying here? Because that's part of the recreation movement, right? Make it like, okay. And I have to do it myself sometimes. Oh, it's easier to text. Oh, just text them back. But, call people, connect, because that's missing. And that's what we talk about. So we have to practice what we preach more. But I was going to say, I wanted to announce my third guest. And I'm ahead of the game now. I have his promo done as well. So this is who's coming on the following Monday, and that's going to be Monday, May 11th. And his name is, I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Where is my thing I made for him? And I uploaded in here. Oh, here it is. His name is Jason Faresh, and he's an entrepreneur with an inspirational story you do not want to miss. So what does Jason talk about here? I'm going to play the little promo I made for this. And here it is.
Monday, May 11th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time on Holistics. Our guest, Jason Foresh, shares a powerful story of survival, redemption, and rebuilding from the ground up. From a childhood marked by abuse and years lost in addiction and self-destruction, to hitting rock bottom more than once, to finding sobriety, faith, and a completely new life. Today, he is a man of God, entrepreneur, fiance, and father, on a mission to break generational cycles and prove that no matter how far you've fallen, you can rise again. Through sharing his story, Jason hopes to inspire and empower others who may feel like there's no way out. This is a conversation about pain, purpose, and the kind of transformation that changes everything. Don't miss it. Monday, May 11th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Streaming on YouTube, X, Facebook, Instagram, Rumble, and of course on Voice of the People USA Radio and Television Network. Monday, May 11th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time on Holistics. Our guest, Jason Foresh, shares a powerful story of survival, redemption, and rebuilding from the ground up.
Sorry, guys, I played twice, but there you go, just in case you missed it the first time. But yes, I really, I'm excited to talk to him. Like I mentioned, in case you didn't hear last week, one of my friends from college, actually, his name is Jamie, connected us. He said he has a pretty interesting story. And you know how it is here on Holistics. I love stories of, inspirational stories of beating the odds. I always talk about never giving up. And, what I've watched from this guy, because he sent me a previous podcast he was on talking about his story. And there's not, like he said, he grew up with a tough childhood and, all that stuff. But he's someone who's very self-aware, and he was into drugs and addiction. And he'll speak more for himself, but, probably alcohol, all those things. And he basically, I don't know, he cleaned up his life, and he became very self-aware. He found God, and, it was a story of transformation. So he went from really rock bottom, as I said in the preview there, to now he owns a business, and so he turned his life around. So I think those are always good, inspiring stories, especially for people who are out there who are going through it themselves and thinking, oh my gosh, or like I said, you find yourself sometimes in situations in life and you're like, how did I get here? Gosh, this is not the way I thought it would be. But it's not that often. There's a lot of people go through their whole lives and they never think they're the problem. So it's like, wait, maybe I'm part of it is my problem. Like I talk a lot about manifesting and creating your own reality. And are you responsible for your life? Is it really just destiny? Is it someone else? Is always someone else's fault? So I love talking to people who are self aware and just digging deep and just using their knowledge and experience and their wins and losses just to help other people. And that's the first thing he said to me. He's like, well, maybe it'll inspire other people because I was in a bad place and I'm in a way better place now. So it just kind of will talk about his journey and stuff like that. So there you go. So 3 guests. So it's going to be a very exciting next 2 weeks here on Holistics. And I've had other people writing me now, another musical guest who 2 actually I have in mind. But again, it's just one of those things. I would book 5 guests a week, if I could have it, but it's like it's hard to do it all myself. So until I get some more help and catch up, we'll just do them as I can do it. I'm only one person, as much as I can handle without burning out. You don't want to burn out. I also have my own music to promote. Holy moly, TGI Friday. Yes, Maggie's in the house. Welcome in, Timothy. Oh, look at Aaron says so much. Oh, Aaron, welcome in. Aaron, I don't know if you were here earlier, but I was showing my Nintendo. I love this little thing. I was like, it was in my purse and it was dead for a long time. And just last night, I literally took it out and charged it. And I was like, starting playing my game. I got to almost level 8 in the castle. But then Mario got hit. He got hit by one of those little guys with the hammers and he got small. And it's hard to go into the castle around when you're small. You got to be the flower. You got to be the flower. So with the fireballs. Let me know, guys, in the chat. Which is your favorite Super Mario Brothers? Is it 1, 2, or 3? I'm talking about like old, like I'm not talking about Mario Kart and all that. Yoshi. I mean, you can let me know if that's one of your favorites. But I'm just saying, like the really ones I remember, the old school, like the first ones to come out were Super Mario Bros. 1, and then 2 and 3. And I said, it's a tie between 2 and 3 because I just have so many like memories of like it was so exciting when I figured out the princess could jump on the dinosaur egg flying and she could pick up the egg and throw it at the dinosaur and all the things those were the days. Yes, book of film. Oh, okay. I'm just looking at some of the old chats. But yes, we have some exciting things coming up, exciting things on Holistics, and it's only going to get better and better. And I wanted to play. Oh, here we are, guys. TGF Friday. Welcome. And welcome to AOL. If you know, you know. Oh, and also another exciting thing, because what was it? Monday, I did the episode, Do You Believe in Aliens? That was an interesting episode. And I actually re-aired it. And you know what, Chris, it's interesting. If Chris is still, I'm telling everybody. So yeah, what do I do? Where does time go? I'm just like, after I'm done with my episodes, I'll upload them to YouTube, then upload them to my website, and then upload them to Spotify. And I put up my not robots and aliens. I put up my aliens, Do You Believe in Aliens episode. And then I get a message the next day on Spotify. It's like, oh, your episode was taken down because of copyright claims for the music for the song Robots and Aliens. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? I knew that was going to happen. Something like that was going to happen where I was so PO'd because I'm like, really? If anyone knows the Love Zombie story, I hardly even know the Love Zombie story. I'm not exactly sure what happened, but it was pretty much a shit show. Pardon my French. But here we are, 8 years later? I'm like, what? I can't even play my own freaking song in my podcast, the song that I paid for, that I wrote, like, because someone else. It's a long story, but the good thing is I'm in touch with the guy who's a really good guy. We were on a record label at the end before shit hit the fan called Noise in the Attic Records, and the guy who I'm still in touch with them. So I wrote him right away and I said, "Do you?" I wrote actually I conferred. Conferred, is that the word? No, not conferred. What's the word? I'm blanking. Consulted ChatGPT, and I said, well, who owns who? So I don't even remember. I don't remember putting up on Spotify myself. But basically, he said that something about the content ID must be connected to the record label or whatever. So I went on. He told me what to ask the record label guy, because luckily I'm still in contact with them. And I said, I want my rights back to this music, or like I want to be able to like I'm not really interested in revisiting Love Zombies or promoting or doing really any too much with it. The ship has sailed. Like I said, it's great music and it's a shame, but it's there if you want to buy it. Um, but I would like to be able to play it in my own podcast, considering I wrote almost all of it. I paid for it all. And why does someone else have access to it? If I make freaking $2, are they going to get it? So I was like, oh, but I wrote to him and he was really cool. He's like, oh, I'll check with them. And then I went and I actually dug out and I still have it, the record label contract. And it says the terms expire in 3 years. And I let him know. And he said, oh, if that's the case, let me see if I could have them take it down or whatever. So, he said, things with them that could be a pain in the butt, but he said it shouldn't be a problem. So with that said, that would be good because I want to at least be able to play my own music and not get it taken down. But it was annoying because then I had to go and cut the song out of the episode, then re-upload it all, and that's these things just are time consuming. So anyway, Robots and Aliens is not in there if you watch the replay, but hopefully we'll get that sorted. And like I said, it was good news that he's a cool guy and he's gonna help me with it. So I'm glad. But again, moving forward, that is why. And sure, other people have better experiences. That's why I'm just so happy. My own album, as much as it's very difficult to be independent, to not have any help, to have any money, things won't happen like that going forward because I'm uploading it. I own the stuff. I know what's going on. Back in the day, I didn't really know what was going on. People were helping you and then here you are, 8 years later? And I'm like, oh, okay. Never made a freaking penny from it. Maybe there's a chance to make a little bit and then it's taken down for copyright of your own music. And who do I talk? You feel helpless. You feel like, oh my God, like, oh, so at least moving forward, you're responsible for your own music. So that's, pretty much, and again, he's a great guy and nothing against him, but that's why I hate the music industry. I hate the industry. Don't miss it. Don't really want to be a part of it. Yeah. I wish I had some help and stuff like that. But at the same time, I'm good. Just would like to get my music out there and have some fun and play some shows and, maybe inspire others with my music. Maybe it'll help them. I have a lot of songs. So anyway, that's the story. So let's go back over to media assets. Did I play this one? My little TGI Friday thing. Hold on one second. Oh, you know what I wanted to do? Let's look at the Dark Crystal. Let's see if there's a trailer for it. Okay, so in order to do that, I got to call up my board operator. Share screen. Okay, wait, hold on. First, let me pull it up. I'm going to pull it up on YouTube. Got to go to YouTube here. Hold on one second. YouTube. It's a coming. YouTube. Okay, Dark Crystal. Trailer. Let's see if there is such a thing. I'm sure there is. It says Dark Crystal trailer. Here it is. 1982. Okay, so that was even before I was born. Okay, here it is. 1.5 minutes. Okay, hold on. Oh, there's an ad. Okay, we don't want what you're selling. Oh wait, hold on. Don't renew. Ooh. Okay, here we go. Now I'm going to share the screen. Isn't this interesting? Remember, if I get a board op one day, you wouldn't even have to listen to me like explain it. But in case you ever want to stream, you could get some tips by watching Holistics. Thumble through it. Share screen. There it is. I'm going to share the screen. Okay, there it is. All right, share it. Okay, here we go.
Mystery and wonder.
Oh, the prophecy says you must find the crystal shard to save our world.
All right, alone then.
Another great conjunction coming up. Better have your shard before that goes.
From directors Jim Henson and Frank Oz.
Which one of us will be the new emperor?
I'll my soul! Comes a cinematic adventure unlike anything you've seen before.
When single shines the triple sun shall be whole. The two make one.
This is a piece of the Dark Crystal.
In a land where darkness reigns, an unlikely group of heroes will rise.
Now we will live forever.
Now I know what I have to do.
Find the delphin! As the fate of a mystical world hangs in the balance.
Yes, a crystal.
Heal the crystal.
The Dark Crystal, now on digital download in 4K.
Wow. No, I don't remember that really at all. Now, those little characters there, hold on, let me remove that. Okay, I'm back. My hair looks all weird. But those characters there, I can't, yeah, they look familiar, but like I said, that wasn't really on my radar. But I don't know. Maybe that's why I don't know. I never saw it, so I don't know if it was good or. But you don't hear as much about that as Labyrinth. Now it said director Jim Henson and someone else. Labyrinth, was he the director or was he the creator of it? I wonder if he created those puppets too, because you could see similarities. I think the thing about Labyrinth, obviously, that made it legendary was David Bowie was in it too. I mean, it was humans and the Muppets and the puppets. They're puppets. So that was the cool, and the music too, obviously. Dance Magic, oh, should we play Dance Magic? Let's play it. I love this song. You remind me of the babe. What babe? The babe with the power of voodoo. You do, you what? Mommy of the babe. What babe? Okay, so I'll just play it instead. Here, let's play. Is that what it's called? Dance Magic Dance. Dance Magic Dance. Here we go. Okay, here's my favorite. Oh, there it is. You guys can't see it. Let me see if am I sharing the screen? Hold on. Oh, there it is. Oh, there it is. That's what's on my shirt. There's the classic one there. Okay, let's go back here and we'll play a little Dance Magic. Yeah, Shannon says, I don't even remember seeing that trailer or anything. Either do I. Well, you know why? Maybe it makes sense. When did Labyrinth come out? Does that say 86? Here, we'll see. Because Dark Crystal said 82. So that was like before I was born. Not that much longer, but yeah, I don't remember a big deal about it as much either. So here we go. Flash down memory lane for anyone who's missing this. And this is as iconic to them as it is to Holistics.
Hey, wait. I need you to show me how to convert a Word doc to a PDF again.
Seriously? Here we go. I love him. He's so cute.
You remind me of the babe.
What babe?
Babe with the power.
What power?
Power of voodoo.
Who, you?
You do.
What?
Remind me of the babe.
Quiet! A goblin babe. Well, I saw my baby crying hard as babe could cry. What could I do? My baby's love had gone and left my baby blue. Nobody knew what kind of magic spell to use. Slime and snails or puppy thumbs nails under oil.
And baby said,
Dance, magic, dance, dance, magic, dance. Jump, magic, jump, jump, magic, jump.
Slap that baby, make him free.
There she is.
In 9 hours and 23 minutes, you'll be mine.
I saw my baby trying hard as babe could try. What could I do? My baby's fun has gone and left my baby blue. Nobody knew what kind of magic spell to use.
Thunder or light.
Then baby said, dance, magic dance, dance, magic dance. Jump, magic jump, jump, magic jump. Dance, magic dance, dance, magic dance, dance, magic dance, dance, magic dance, jump, magic jump, jump, magic jump. Ooh.
There you go. That's the that's the classic. That is my favorite part of the whole movie. I love that part. And I was like, oh, they threw him in the air. Obviously, it was a doll then, and like they threw him up high. I'm like, oh, he's a doll, little baby doll. You can't throw a baby that high up in the air. But the editing and all that. But yeah, I mean, come on. That's probably why. I mean, next to the Dark, nothing wrong with Dark Crystal. I'm gonna have to watch it and see. It's probably cute and stuff, but come on, nothing could compare to David Bowie and his singing and that song. That song. I remember working at the library bar in New York. And we each got to all the bartenders there. There was a jukebox. I know, Chris, I love that song. We should do a cover of it. Dance. But I remember, but working at the bar in the library bar in New York City, there was a few bartenders. I was one of them, obviously, but they had a jukebox there, and all the bartenders were allowed to put their own mix in there. So I had a Hollis mix, and you could pick a bunch of your favorite songs, and people, when they go in, they could play it if they wanted to. And I put that song on there, Dance Magic. And I would like, go play. The people were like, what do you want me to play the jukebox? I'm like, play Dance Magic Dance. I loved it so much. It's funny. It's so weird. Like that song just brings you back like the memories and just back to the good times, guys, right? Back to the good times when life was easier and puppets and muppets and there was magic to life. There was magic to life. But you know what? That's why I am here on Holistics. Because I said, the humdrum of life, let's face it, it could be a freaking drag sometimes. Life could be a freaking bummer, man. Right? That was one of my songs. I don't know if you remember that one, Chris. It was called Life's a Bummer. I mean, it was never on our album, so it was kind of early. Quit your bitching and moaning. Life's a Bummer. That's what it was called. But it was upbeat though. But it was just, but it could be, but it could also be fun. It could be fun. I feel like, that was always my thing. It's like, just because you get older, why just, but we're programmed to think like that. And, we're programmed by the outside forces. Forget about magic. Forget about that kid stuff. Forget it. That's why for a long time I had stuffed animals. I was like, you know what? Animals and stuffed animals and, they talk about your inner child and all that stuff. And it's like, why does it have to die? Just because our bodies grow and get old doesn't mean what? We don't want to have fun. And it's just like, oh, nope, you have the responsibilities. Nope, you can't laugh. So I say, it's like laughter is important and just being silly and stupid sometimes. I mean, it's good for the soul. Whatever floats your boat. I mean, people watching be like, never even watched Labyrinth. But if you are watching this for TGI Fridays, we talk about obviously movies and TV shows and things like that. And that's just part of the era. That's why this episode is Friday nights are dedicated to that kind of stuff. So if there's any kind of movie that meant a lot to someone or a TV show, let me know. We could talk about it. We chat about it. But those are like the defining things for mine. But everyone's different, like Nintendo for sure. Those are probably the top 5 if I had to pick like things. Definitely Nintendo, definitely Labyrinth, definitely My Girl. Definitely TGI Friday Night lineup. And what else? What else? Like toys and things like that. I don't know. Rubik's Cube? No, not so much, even though I have my Rubik's Cube up there. Or Pogs and all that stuff. I just remember them like collecting them with all the cool little things. What else? I found actually in my, I should crack it out. Maybe I should hold on. I'm going to, because I have to take a wee. I'm going to bring something out and see if anyone, I'm such a dork and I have it in my closet. I'm going to go grab it and show you guys what I have and see if anyone else has this. It's a toy. Um, so here, in the meantime, let me play because I'm going to have to play something. Yes, Tim says, life is awesome. Yes, life is awesome. People make it sucky. Yeah, that's true. You're lucky if you can find a couple good ones, and it's not easy, especially as you get older. I mean, it's just competitive, and people stab each other in the back, and the workforce, and the jobs, and the money, and the politics, and everything is just like, oh God, can't we just freaking be nice to each other? And yeah, not everybody's gonna vibe or like, oh, you like Labyrinth, that's not my thing, but whatever. But can't people just freaking be nice to each other? No, it's like that's why I get into my weird, you know, magical stuff. Is there other worlds? Is there life beyond this? Is there other stuff? Because man, this could really blow sometimes. And people are cruel and people are not nice to each other. That's why I say, you know what? I love all you guys. Grow, get more people in here like that. We could just talk and actually care about each other. Have something missing in the world, which I think is called empathy. People are just like, not everybody, of course, but yeah, the majority of people, they don't give a crap about you. It's just like, man, you could get really negative when you think about it. And I try not to. So I was like, that's why again, it's refreshing. I enjoy doing my show. And it's yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's what Tim says. That's right, Hollis. We have to grow older, but we don't have to grow up. Yeah. And people like, oh, grow up already, this or that. What you can, yeah, you have to take care of your responsibilities. You have to pay your bills. You have to take care of your kids, obviously. If you have children, you take care of your pets. You got your responsibilities. No one's like, oh man, like someone who's blowing off their responsibilities, obligations. But I know what you mean. You could still do what you have to do, but like it's like we put that part, maybe not everybody, but we're kind of conditioned to put that part aside. Like, oh, forget about that. Why did they talk about that a lot? Like the childlike qualities or the inner child or all that stuff. And why do people love children so much? Not everybody, but you know what I mean? Like they have that innocence about that. It's just like, and it's just like, just because you get older, it's like what, after a certain age, you're just not allowed. You're not allowed to like these or talk about them or no, throw your stuffed animals away. Don't do this. It's all about and that's why it just, to me, it was always boring. And that's why, again, probably even to this age, you're still doing creative stuff. I like, and it's just because that, to me, that's the magical part of life. Imagination. That's what's in your head, your mind. And that's why I always, what's the word? Advocate for creative people and say, don't put that fire out. Don't, that's what gets us through life. Make it colorful. That's why I say make color. It doesn't have to be black and white and gray. It's like, make it colorful, make your life colorful, because I always say you can't control what people do. I mean, it's so hard. You can't control what other people do. And you can't, the one thing you can control is your reaction to it. And that is so much easier said than done, but you can't. So, I mean, you got to do something that feeds your soul and that makes you happy, whatever it is. Maybe it's not painting or anything like that, but what if it's cooking? Like I always say the same thing. Whatever it is, do something that feeds your soul and makes you happy, because this world will make you go crazy if you think about it too much. The level of cruelness and lack of empathy and lack of sympathy for someone, even if you're going through a hard time, you're struggling, you lost your job. You're like, people don't give a crap. Majority. But then there's a little bright light happens and someone understands and is kind or helps you out, or like you guys are wonderful, So there you have it. So let me go take a tinkle and try to get my toy. It's not really a toy. You'll see what it is. Let me go grab it, because it's funny because it's in my closet, because I said I was cleaning yesterday. This is another thing I never got rid of, and I'm glad I didn't. So let me go get it. In the meantime, I'm going to play our Friday night song. It's called Back to the Good Times. And for you guys, if you're new here, I am Hollis Mahady. You're watching Holistics. It's our TGI Friday edition. And every TGI Friday, I like to play our song Back to the Good Times. And this is the reminder, or this is just a song. This is AI generated. Disclaimer. I don't use AI for my own music, but hey, it's a way of the future, right? I'll use it for certain things. So there's nothing wrong with it. We have to adapt. We have to use it for certain things. But yes, so this is our AI track. But I did type the words in, and you'll hear a shout out to Super Mario Brothers, The Oregon Trail, if you haven't heard before. But I think this is a great song. So I'm going to go do that. and I'm going to grab my prop to show you guys. I will be back in a couple minutes. Don't leave. Don't leave. And remember, for those new people, I do take tips. Tips support the show, guys. And I will say something very amazing just in the freaking nick of time. A sigh of relief, my buy me a coffee, my first transfer for the last, ever since I started this show, which includes the very generous donations of Maga Derb, all of you guys in there who's helped me out, Aaron. And don't worry, Barracuda is coming. It's on my list. I have been listening. I haven't gotten a chance to record it, but I appreciate your leeway there with not a huge rush. But no, don't worry. I am working on it, but I want to do it right. But it's like it's on the top of the list there. But it is coming. But I finally got the buy me the coffee money today, which was a huge help because it's rent day. So we have to bring the rent check. So that really helps. And I appreciate that so freaking much. So thank you guys for that again. But again, on that topic, for those other people, not including you guys, because you've already done it, but there you go. If you are interested in supporting the show and you want more content of the sort, of the same, of the like, if you want more guests, more giveaways. We need a sponsor, guys. We need an advertiser, which means we need more viewers and all that happy stuff. So if you like the show, go ahead, smash that thumbs up. If you're on Rumble, if you're on YouTube, on Instagram, wherever you're watching this, like it, share it, consider retweeting it. You lovely people on Twitter who watch but never do anything like share or retweet. It would help a sister out, but that's the thing. Not everyone likes to help each other. I don't know why. Is that human thing? That human thing that we're all competing and God, if you get ahead, I can't get ahead. Let's stop that, guys, and like and share it out. I'd appreciate it. But there you go. There's a QR code. You can scan that with your phone. You can do a one-time donation of a couple bucks. You can become a member of all the juicy extra goodies. I put my heart and soul in there for everybody. Music, lots of things up there. Or you could just do a one-time donation. And again, like I said, we will, when we hit that next goal, I got to look it up. But when it gets $100, I will do another giveaway of my lyric sheet. So there you go. Get in the running, spread the word. Tell everybody it's Friday night, TGIF Friday here on Holistics. So take a look at that. And again, it's on hollismahady.com. Right there, that bad boy there, hollismahady.com. It's my shop if you want that music I was talking about. It's all there for the taking. Yes. Joe says, hello, Jason. Okay, I've got 10 minutes before I head back to the road. Are you able to access the compilation video on my YouTube channel? I haven't looked yet, Joe, but I will, hopefully I will take a look at that for sure. Dan will remind me and I can't wait to see it. But I haven't seen it yet, but I'm looking forward to it. MAGA Institute says Animal House, Stripes, Caddyshack, AC/DC, Back in Black album and concert, Rolling Stones, Tattoo You album and concerts. So those are some of your favorite memories. And riding roller coasters keeps you young. Yes, Dan and I went to Cedar Point with MAGA Institute. I lost my voice for about a week after that. Literally, I was like, oh my God, my voice. I screamed so hard. And then I didn't even realize I was screaming. It was just like automatic reaction when you're up in the air and you're like, oh my gosh. So yeah, roller coasters. There you go. You're a big kid. Timothy, Shay. So I keep saying the same thing and I don't do it. Now I really got to tinkle. So here we go, guys. Back to the good times. Enjoy it. And I will be back in about 2 or 3 minutes. And again, go ahead and for those new viewers, in the meantime, I would appreciate it. Like, share, subscribe, and maybe, just maybe, you feel like inspired to buy me a coffee. Thank you. I'll be right back.
Remember when Friday night meant something? When we rushed home before the streetlights came on. Yeah, this is for you. Bike tires coming down the block at dusk. Hide and seek until the streetlights buzz. No texts, no feeds, no scrolling screens. Just scraped up knees and childhood dreams. Take our songs off the radio. Waiting all day for our favorite show. stages just to play level 1 dreams that made our day. Dying of dysentery on the trail again. The Oregon Trail was how we learned back then. Saturday mornings, cartoons and cereal bowls. Simple joys filled our souls. No filters, no algorithms, just real life moments we were living. Take me back to the good times glow, when the world slowed down and the TVs glowed. From Mario jumps to TGIF nights, everything felt just right. If you remember, this is your song. Where you came from still lives on. Kick back, relax, stay a while. Voice of the people, U.S.A. makes it feel worthwhile. Grew up halfway between two worlds, mixed tapes and modems, boys and girls. We saw the change, we felt the shift, but those memories remain a gift. So if you miss when life felt real and laughter echoed through the reel, this night's for you, come take your seat. Where past and present meet. Take me back to the golden days, when laughter filled our Fridays. From living rooms to neon screens, we're still chasing childhood dreams. If you remember, sing along. This is where you still belong. Friday night, we reunite. Voice of the people, U.S.A. feels like home tonight.
All right. Oh, I was trying to be crafty here. I was gonna have my new host host the show. Hold on. Let's see if I could do this. Hold on. Hold on. We can't see it. You can't see me. Hold on. Why can't we see him? I'm back here. Wait, this is hard. Wait, you can't see him. There he is. Can you guys see him? Do you remember this? Does anybody remember this? I want him dancing. It's hard with the freaking. I love him. This is Limber Louie. Hi. He's a puppet. He dances. There you go. Hi, bud. See, this is where my love for puppets. But Tim asked, what did Tim say? Was it Simon? Wait, hold on. I'll go back to your comment in a minute. I can't multitask here when I have Limber Louie here. What do you think, Limber Louie? Remember back to the old days? Uh-huh. Was it better back then? Did you have more fun back then? Yeah. Yeah. Anyone else have one of these guys? I'll never forget him. I love him. He's so cute. He's literally like one of those puppets. Like he has a string on and everything so he could like dance and stuff. It's funny. I remember Jake the dog. Remember Dan? He was so scared of him. He was like, And I was like, he was confused. He was confused because there was no smell, obviously. So he's like, what is this animal? Then he lost interest quick because animals go by smell, I guess, and all that. But there you go. That's him. That's my Limber Louie. So there you go. Oh, Tim says technically Louie is a marionette. Okay, yes, that's a word for it. A marionette. Isn't he cute though? I don't know if you could get them anymore. He's a collector's item. Along with my baby Sinclair that I don't know if I have anymore. I wonder where that is. My mom probably threw him out. But yeah, he was in Holly's Playhouse, so he was there not that long ago. I remember I had a Bart Simpson lunchbox too. I remember every year you get a new lunchbox for the year, and it was a big choice because you have it all year. I remember having a Wizard of Oz one. I remember having a Bart Simpson was red, and what other lunch boxes? And they would come with the thermos. Remember the thermos? I had a oh my God, I can't talk. Wizard of Oz lunchbox was blue. And I think when I went back to Scranton, I did find it. I think I passed it on to my cousin Leslie because she loved The Wizard of Oz. I just remember that was her favorite movie. And I think I'm pretty sure I gave it to her. I wonder if she still has it. I'm almost positive that. Oh, wait, Jessica's in the Jess. I just texted you. Did you get my text? And I'm sorry I didn't get back to you sooner because I got Jess found an old picture from the first band I was in, Mr. Pink, and she found like the original. Oh my God, I should show you guys the video. But Jess found the original like CD booklet from it and sent me a picture, and I was laughing. It was one of those, I meant to write you back, and then like I was like, oh, something else happened, and I realized I never sent you a response, so I wasn't ignoring you. And now I have a new phone, and I'm getting used to it. It's gonna take some getting used to. I saw. Okay, good. Okay, good. Yes, always with a thermos, right? What lunchbox did you guys have? Did you guys have lunchboxes? And then as you got older and more mature, you might get a soft lunchbox. But we had the hard ones. And right, you get one a year. I mean, at least that's what. And it you could take it every day to school. And sometimes you forget your lunchbox. Isn't that sad if you forgot your lunchbox? I remember in like 5th grade or whatever during middle school, like when you came in, you put your lunchbox up and then up in the closet, and then you put your lunchbox up, and then when the bell rang, you could go and grab your lunch pail and go down to the cafeteria. Sometimes I did the hot lunch. Usually it was only on Thursdays, so they had spaghetti, and that was the day I would buy my lunch. But I never liked milk. I remember the milk cartons, and I never drank milk. I still don't drink milk. I don't really like milk. I mean, I like almond milk. I don't drink it though. I just use it for cereal or like in a smoothie or something. But I was never a big fan of milk. I didn't like it. And then I remember they put the milk in bags. It was like milk bags. They would come with the milk cart at like 2:00 in the afternoon, and they had chocolate or vanilla, or chocolate or white. And then they had the bags of milk. I guess they did that for, I don't know, recycling. Jess says, I just love the aerial shots of each member. Yes. They were mental. I hate milk. I know, me too. No, I didn't like milk. Okay, Jess, you ready to see? Well, Jess has seen this. This would be a blast down memory lane. This for anyone else. And if Chris is still here, I don't know if Chris is here because it's very late out there probably. But when I say, like, I'm just to mean like some old, oh my gosh, I've been doing this forever. But this is my first music video ever. And I found it on YouTube. It was the night after Mike P came on. He was my former bass player, and he was in the chat room. He didn't come on the screen, but he was in the chat room. We were chatting. And I was like, oh, we got to find that first video. So you want to see Hollis from, I can't even believe it, right? Who would have thought all these years later, I'm still here like, hi guys, I'm putting my album out. But it's kind of cool. It's just one of those things where you're born to do it. Aw. Okay, Chris is just about to go. I'm going to have to say goodnight. I'll give you a message over the weekend, and I'll see you Monday. Yes, I'll watch this video first, though. Okay, so this is the first. Yes, guys, don't forget Monday night, and Jessica and let Tom know. Please let everybody know that Monday night, Chris is in the chat room right now, and I'm very excited. He's going to be my first musical guest Monday, May 4th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Special guest, musical guest from the UK, Must Kill Chris. He has a new single coming out, The Sunny Window. It's a beautiful song. I can't wait for him to share it and talk about it. And I'm very proud of you, Chris. So congratulations. And we will see you Monday. So let me pull up. This song is called Automatic Love, and this is like the first video we ever did. Okay, here we go. And it had a cast and everything. Okay, let me see if I can find it. Automatic Love. That's what it was called. Hollis. Let's see if I can find it. There it is. 33 views. 3 years ago, someone uploaded it. I think it was Mike, the former drummer. I mean, obviously, this is from like 2006. Yeah, I think this was 2006. So literally it's 20 years ago. Okay, here we go. Let me pull it up. Hold on one second. Okay. And this is my first debut music video. Honestly, I'm looking at it. I'll let you guys decide afterwards. It's actually pretty good shot. And there was a lot of work that went into that. I didn't think about it for a long time, obviously, until I watched it, even now, because there's so much technology videos, but they did a really good job. Okay, so let me see. Get rid of this. Present or invite. I need to share the screen. Stop screen. Okay, now I want to share the screen. Okay, now we're going to go to YouTube, share. I'm going to go back here. I'm going to add this to the stage. Okay, here we go. You guys ready? Ready for this? Get ready to get your minds blown. Here we go. This is Hollis. 20 years. First music video ever. Here we go.
Why don't you just make up your mind? Stop wasting my time. Every time you do this, every single time you do this. Always. I'm so sick of it. I don't want to. I'm not going to be doing it.
We go to the guitar player. Big Ellis moment.
You. One look at you and I know I'm right. Okay. The very best in us can cause a distraction. Create the space that I was born with. Looking at you feel will come on automatic. Rejection through the mind's reaction, feeling automatic. Closer can't come fast enough. Protect yourself, yeah, yeah. It's automatic, yeah. Trying so hard to come up with perfect. We know too well that cannot happen. The empty rooms control the canvas I'm faced with. This place and habit just can't kick it. I'm like a wall of paranoid that you built up. And the short time I've got to wreck it. Looking at your fear will come on automatic. Rejection through the mind's reaction, feeling automatic. Closer can't come fast enough. Protect yourself, yeah, yeah. It's automatic, yeah. Looking at your feel will come on automatic. Rejection through the mind's reaction, feeling automatic. Closer can't come fast enough. Protect yourself, yeah, yeah. It's automatic, yeah. Looking at your feel will come on automatic. Rejection through the mind's reaction, feeling automatic. Closer can't come fast enough. Protect yourself, yeah, yeah. It's automatic, yeah.
And there you go. That is, and then it goes on. Hey, if anyone's interested, it goes on. It's really cute. Cute. I don't know if this, but it's cute at the end. They do like, and I literally just looked at it for the first time. And when Mike was on the show, again, he wasn't on the show. Yes, right, Jess? Jess says, wow, I just went back in time. Yeah, literally. Can you believe that? Freaking 2 decades ago. Oh my God, my hair. Oh, wait. It's always opposite. I'm trying to pull this piece out. Whole hairdresser, stylist, makeup artist. Oh, wait, that's me. Okay. Yes. Back in time, right? That's so funny. But like literally, like that was I'm not taking the hair. Sorry, guys. I gotta get my 80s hair back. Hold on. This now it kind of looks like I'm wearing like the hairband. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, that was but yeah, for a video that old, like that was 20 years ago. I mean, that's before TikTok. That's before like all that. So we now, and thinking back to it, because I hadn't thought about it in so long, and watching it, I'm like, who shot that? Who paid for that? I don't really remember, but then we had a whole crew. And like, if you ever interested, just put Hollis Automatic Love. It comes up. And after the video, I didn't play it because it's kind of long, but like it shows behind the scenes of us jumping and trying to get the take and all land. And there was like at the very end, it goes on and there's all these credits, and then it says like Hollis at Hollis Rules at MySpace.com, this and that. And it's like all the makeup artist and the hair and this and the actress. And, the actress, she was stealing my man. So it was all that, the plot thickens. I'd never seen that. Oh my gosh. Chris says, I've never seen that. How have I never seen that? Because it's so old. I literally completely forgot about it until Mike was on the other day. And he was the bass player in there. He was the guy with the black hair and with the chain. That's Mike P. He hopefully he'll come on. He would be a good guest. He's launching a podcast as well. It's like he's into metal but yeah, Mike was cool. I mean, he's still around. He's funny. He's like he has a lot of to say about the AI as well. So he'd be another person to get in there. I mean, we were playing music since that time, a long time ago. But yeah, that's literally the first one. And like I said, I always wore my Chicago. I wish I still had that. That one I don't have, that T-shirt from so long ago. The Cubs, and I used to wear wrestling boots. I would get these boots and I would paint them, and yeah. So that's Hollis, the Hollis original, Hollis back in the day. So there you go. Here we are, and we're still fighting the good fight. We're rocking and rolling. It was pretty cool. That was cool. And we went and that was from there was an album. That was on an album. It was called The Best That I Can Do. And that's out there somewhere. I think it's probably on CD Baby, like Hollis, The Best I Could Do. I think I might still have a couple copies of them somewhere. I had boxes of them. And when I went home in Scranton a couple years ago, they were in the attic. And I don't know I don't know what happened to all this stuff. Most was probably gone by now, but Hode, I don't know. Jess says, I need to know where that party was that you played at, where there were glass floors in some of the bathrooms. Merce and I came. Oh, yeah, that was at Tony's house. There was a guy. Oh, my gosh. They were wild. They're wild people. They had wild parties. And it was Halloween. Sometimes it was New Year's. His name was Tony. And he was like a home builder. So he had, hold on. I got to get my background back. Hold on. I got to get my TGIF right background now. Hold on. Here, let's do this one for a minute. Hold on. Sorry, guys. I gotta get there. There she is. He was a home builder. So he had this really like baller house. It was pretty awesome. And he would invite, he was a big fan of my band, Hollis, and Mr. Pink was the first one. We were a cover band, and we played loads of No Doubt covers. I always would sing Just a Girl and Sunday Morning and Spiderwebs. And they were like obsessed with No Doubt. They were big No Doubt fanatics, and they loved me and they loved the band because we did a couple of covers, and obviously lots of other stuff. But they were really cool, and they would invite us. They would be like, "Will you play our New Year's party? And we play our Halloween party." And they had like I said, a really cool house. I mean, they had something called the Lipstick Lounge, and it was they had a whole room or a whole like almost nightclub kind of thing built up off their house, or it was in their house, like a portion of the house. And you went in there, they would call it Bourbon Street. And it was like a replica of Bourbon Street in New Orleans. And it had a balcony, and it had like the floors. I mean, it was freaking cool. And we got to go there and they paid us too. It was a good deal. It was pretty awesome. We would get paid. You're the rock stars of the night. Everyone wants to be in the band and sing. And so we had a good time. But yeah, that was his name. Yeah. Do you remember, Jess? I remember Marissa coming, of course. And you. Do you remember, was it Halloween where you dressed up? Let me know. Yeah, but that was it. It was the glass floors in some of the bathrooms. It was a fun time. Yeah. Yeah. And they would, because there was a bar down there, and they had their own bar built in. They had like good food, really good food. And I remember they had like sushi and all this stuff. But it was a fun time. Those were the days. We need to go more parties together. So we got to get our bands rocking and rolling and make it happen. And then we can all go on tour again. We have my whole crew right here. We just got to raise the money, guys. That's why you got to share out the show. Let's get the followers. Let's get the viewers. Let's get the moolah so we can make these things happen. Money, dream work makes teamwork, makes the dream work, but money makes it happen, guys. Let's get the money. Let's manifest the money. Yeah. Yes. So, should we do a trivia? Okay. Yes, Halloween. Do you remember what you were dressed up as? I know like I said, we were there a couple years. I remember once I was a police officer, I think. And that was the first one that popped in. I feel like I was probably something else. I was probably a jester at one of them because I loved my jester outfit. I didn't do that every single Halloween, but I always would like to be a jester. All right, so let's see. So we are getting almost to the top of the hour again. I do talk a lot. And what can you say? Time flies when you're having fun, But I will be back Monday night for a brand new episode of Holistics with my special guest, musical guest, all the way from the UK. In case you weren't here 5 minutes ago when I said it. He will be here, I will be here, and hopefully you will be here. Must Kill Chris will be here this Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And don't forget that following Thursday, a brand new episode with author, entrepreneur, Jessica Gailey with her book, Piece by Piece. So I'm excited about her. And then the following Monday, in case you missed that, that's Jason Faresh will be here. And he's an entrepreneur with an inspirational story you do not want to miss. You're not going to want to miss it. I will be here. And yes, very exciting. And another thing exciting this week that we were planned to do on Thursday. And like I said, things just didn't always go according to plan as timing wise, but hey, doing the best I can here. Took me forever to set up the studio. I had to set up a whole new studio. I had to make promos. I had to make commercials. I had to do this. Then we have to research for the show. But I didn't play this yet, but it is coming this Thursday. So that will be after Jessica's on the show. And then Dan will be doing his show. And then very late night on Thursday, this Thursday at midnight, which will be Thursday the 7th, right? 4th. Yes, Thursday the 7th, we will be debuting this one.
Ocean to Ocean is your late night portal into the unknown. Hosted by Hollis and Dan Smeriglio as a tribute to the legendary spirit of late night radio, where curiosity leads and nothing is ever off the table. From sea to shining sea, we explore late night mysteries that keep you questioning everything. Bigfoot lurking in the shadows, secrets hidden beneath Antarctica's ice, UFOs, government cover-ups, and truths long buried, psychics, angel readings, and messages from beyond.
But this isn't just a throwback, it's our twist. Real talk, raw curiosity, a little humor, and a fearless dive into the topics most people won't touch. Some nights will make you think, some nights might give you chills, and some might just change the way you see the world. So tune in, stay curious, and keep your mind open, because from ocean to ocean, the conversation never sleeps. Found exclusively on the Voice of the People U.S.A. radio and television network.
So there you go. So that's a little bit of a continuation of my episode I did on Monday of this week was, do you believe in aliens? And we're going to get into it a lot there, actually. You know, we're going to show examples, and we have some research. We have a great researcher out there who's helping us prepare for the show and sending us lots of wonderful things. And I can't wait really to dive into them. But it's just a matter, okay, then I got to get to this now. And that is, that's where I'm at. But I love, as you know, we touch on a lot of this stuff in this show. Like I talk about manifesting and all that. And if you saw my episode on Monday of Do You Believe in Aliens? If you missed it, you could go and watch it. It is up there now. It's on YouTube. It's on my website. It's on Spotify. If you guys have Spotify, all my 22 episodes are up there. When I upload, this will be number 23. But I mentioned on Monday, sadly, that this guy here, this was David Wilcock, and he sadly passed away. There's some, circumstances that's up for question. There's a lot of people wondering what really happened, and who knows. But we'll dive into that more. But speaking of that, I got my book, and this is the book I'm going to be reading, Awakening in the Dream. And this is a book of his I never actually read, but when I heard about that, because I had his books back in the day, I talked about this in a couple other episodes. But this was the one, and I'm waiting for one more. And I got this. This was a synchronicity key. This was one I read a long time ago, and I want to reread it. I want to revisit it. And really, the one I'm waiting for, I didn't get it yet. The last, maybe it'll be downstairs. It's the last one but it was really the first one that I even said, I went to as far to say that inspired my music, because it did. It was his book and a few other ones during that era when I really, kind of opened my mind and was like, so is there more to the universe than we can see with our eye? And his book, The Source Field Investigations, and this one as well, but was the other one actually more. And then, like I said, this was the one that I'm excited. I started reading a little bit already. It's really good. It's called Talk About Lucid Dreaming. If anyone knows what lucid dreaming is, let me know if you know what that is. That is basically when you're in your dream, controlling your dreams, or when you're in your dream, you're dreaming. Did anyone? I've had that a few times in my life, but not many. I wish it's like when you're actually sleeping and in a dream, you're like, I know I'm dreaming. In the dream, you say that to yourself, you're dreaming, and then you're like having fun, or you're flying, or so that's only happened to me a couple times, but I remember it's like, wow, like you're dreaming in the dream. So that's what he's saying, awake in the dream. So it's interesting stuff. I love all that stuff. So I think coast to coast, not coast to coast, it's ocean to ocean. Why I say coast to coast, I keep kind of calling it that. It's our homage to coast to coast. That's a radio station that I always used to listen to in Las Vegas and California, really late night, and it had like alien things, or it's like the universe, or angel card readings, or psychics, or all that, or Bigfoot real. What's going on in Antarctica? Just stuff not of this world, like I say, of stuff of you have to have an open mind. And again, it's not everyone's cup of tea. People are like, oh, conspiracy, tinfoil hat, whatever. But it's just more about like ghosts, like a lot, like supernatural, like all that kind of stuff. Just looking again at things that more than the eye can see, because they always say that. You hear that saying, your brain, you only use like 1% of your brain. I don't know if it's that little amount, but there's so much more that you can't perceive, and you're on different frequencies. You got to tune into this frequency. That's why animals, they say, it's like, you ever hear like animals could see or hear different things because they're on a different frequency. So I don't know. It's very interesting, but it's good. We're diving into some proof backed up. And David Wilcox was one of those. He was showing a lot of like scientific proof of certain things. And I don't know. They didn't like that. So we'll get into that more on Ocean to Ocean. So that'll be Thursday night. So it's a big week. It's a big week. And it's been so much fun. I can't believe it's almost at 2 hours already. So with that said, I do have, if there's any questions in the chat, maybe I'll end it with a trivia or a couple trivia questions. And because I got some other stuff I got to get to, but yeah, we're getting there, and it's gonna be it's fun. Every day is a gift, guys. Remember. So let's see. Is there anybody in the chat room? Because if not, then I will have to say the answers. I'll give everyone, time to guess if you'd like. These are a little harder than the. It's funny. Which puppeteer best known for his work with the Muppets directed 1986 Labyrinth? We were just talking about that. These are a little more challenging than the ChatGPT ones. They were pretty easy. Here, I'll do one or two here. Okay, let's see. Okay. Which 1984 film stars Molly Ringwald as a high schooler whose parents appear to have completely forgotten her birthday? I know that one. Obviously, I could see the answers, but I knew that even before I saw the answers. And if you need a clue, let me know. I should have the Jeopardy song. Do 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 do. Does anybody know the answer of this question? Where Molly Ringwald, as a high school schooler, parents forgot her birthday. All right, I will give you the answer. Drum roll. Drum roll. Drum roll, board operator, please. It's been too long. Drum roll. The answer is 16 candles for all of those. There you go. Just knew the answer. I have a delay. So you got that probably before I said it. Good job. Very good. Very good. Very good. So that was a movie one. Here, let's do a music. Okay. I don't know if anyone will know this one. What was the name of Wham's debut album released on July 9th, 1983? I guess if you're a big fan of that band, maybe you'll know. I wouldn't have known this one. I know what did they sing? I know some of their songs, but I'm not sure. Not enough that I would know the name of the album. I'll read it one more time. I'll do a Jeopardy song, and then if no one answers, I will reveal the answer. What was the name of Wham's debut album released on July 9th, 1983? Do 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 boom. All right. Even with the delay, there's no one. Maybe you guys just don't know. The answer is fantastic. All right. Moving on to TV shows. We got music covered. We got a movie. And now let's do one from TV shows. Oh, we have there's one for technology as well. Maybe we should do technology. We'll do one technology. And we'll do one. Where's TV? Oh, they're on a TV. Here we go. Okay. Here we go. Let's do technology. Okay. Which one should I do? Who is the villain in 1982's Donkey Kong Jr.? How is that technology? Well, I guess it's a video game. Okay, I'm gonna read it again and do the song. Who is the villain in 1982's Donkey Kong Jr.? Do 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 do. I gotta get that song in the roadcaster here. Do 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 do. Now, wouldn't it be fun if we could give prizes out, like a trivia night, and someone could win something like a gift card or something of the sort? I think that would be really nice. So we need to get the sponsors, the advertisers, so they give us free stuff, so I could give it to you. So like and subscribe, guys. Please share the show. Anybody? Anybody at all? Villain in 1982's Donkey Kong Jr.? All right. The answer is Mario. I kind of remember Donkey Kong. I just remember him climbing up vines and eating the fruit, right? That's kind of all I remember about that. Remember Zelda? I kind of remember that too. That was more with the key and all that stuff. All right, guys, we're going to end the night here pretty soon. It's like I said, I got to get to do some other stuff to prepare for Monday and the weekend and all this stuff because I want to keep it fresh and inspiring. Last but not least, we will do something from the television. All right. Number 3. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Okay. This one. Okay. What food was used to demonstrate the effect of drugs during the large-scale U.S. anti-narcotics campaign? This is your brain on drugs. Does anyone know that one? Remember, it's like, this is your brain on drugs. And then they do something. And then they go, any questions? I haven't thought about that in a long time until I saw this question. That's why it's so fun with our 80s trivia. Keep it real here. We have the real cards. We graduated from ChatGPT. Yes, there we go. Winner, winner, winner. Jessica says. Correct. And Jessica's just won this would be the part where I could give you a prize, but you get a shout out. Jessica is in the house and she's awesome. And shout out on Holistics from me to you. Well, that's also a video that people remember being said a different way than it really was. What do you like the way they said it? Like, this is your brain on drugs. Any questions? 80s trivia. Maga Dirtbiker says, 80s trivia. I'm ready for some of that. Speaking of 80s, Hollis, I put my 3 favorite 1980s songs on my YouTube post. I think all 3 of them are made the year you were born. Ooh, what were they? What were their names? What are some of your 3 favorite songs? Let me know. Well, I'll have to check it out. So we're going to look at your YouTube to see if the compilation video is up there. We can see that. Let me know, guys. What's for dinner tonight, guys? What's for dinner? Pizza? Popcorn? Airheads taffy? Jolly Joes? Hot tamales? Rock Pops? What was it? Remember those pops? Rock Pops? Remember Rock Pops? You put them on your, they sizzle. Thumb rings. Remember them? Lollipop. Tootsie Roll Pops. Ooh, I finished off the Jolly Joes. Yeah, they were good. Remember, I was eating those last week. It was fun. It was fun. Yes. So yes, lots more trivia to come. We'll have to do like a trivia night with like music, and I gotta get the Jeopardy thing here. But okay, what the hell? Should we do one more trivia since you guys got it? What's a good category? I'm not gonna look. They're kind of all mixed up. I'm just gonna randomly pick one. Oh, who doesn't love a nice trivia? I know. Here we go. The question of the night. Okay, should I just pick 1, 2, or 3? What question? 1, 2, or 3? Okay, I'll go 2. Okay, now question number 2. What was the minimum age for audience members changed to in 1988 for The Price is Right? Does anybody know? I'll repeat the question. What was the minimum age for an audience member? I can't read. What was the minimum age for audience members changed to in 1988 for The Price is Right? What's the minimum age? Kind of easy, I think. Yeah. Anybody have a guess? Anybody at all? The answer is 18. Prior to then, children could attend. That's weird. I don't remember ever. Maybe I feel like I remember maybe like when a mom or a dad came up, they could have their kids come up with them, but maybe the kids can't come up anymore. Price is Right. Was anyone ever on The Price is Right? Maga Dirtbiker, good guess. 21, but no, it was 18. Very close though. Oh, there you go. Maga says Planet PY Me, Agnetha Faltzone, Can't Shake Loose, and Frida, Something's Going On. All right, so those are Joe's top 3 songs there from 1983. You were close, Joe. 18. Yeah. Was anyone ever on The Price is Right? Anyone ever want to go on The Price is Right? Anyone ever want to play Plinko badly? Anyone ever want to win the Showcase Showdown with Rod Ronnie? Anyone want to spin the wheel and hope it goes on red? We want to spin the big wheel. That looked really heavy. How cool would it be? We should get, we'll do a holistic episode. Price is Right. I don't know how we would do that, but Plinko, that was always my favorite. Remember that? I'm trying to think the things I remember. The mountain climber. Remember that one? Some of the games seemed, or the shell, wasn't there with the shell? Some games seemed harder than others. Some were boring, like Guess the Price, and it was kind of boring. But the Plinko was the best. Plinko. Yeah. And the Showcase Showdown. And they would always win, like, they could win, you're getting a trip to the Orient or something, or a furniture set, or a brand new sailboat. I'd take any of them. That'd be great. I'd probably just sell it for the cash. But a new car, of course. That'd be my pick. A new truck, you say? I'll take it. I'll take it. But there you go. There's just a taste of what's coming in the Friday night episodes here in Holistics. But yes, I've had a wonderful night. I can't believe time goes so fast, But we covered a lot in this episode, right? We talked about Labyrinth. We talked about What else did we talk about? I feel like we talked about Labyrinth a lot. Super Mario Brothers, of course. Some of our songs. Saw Liber Louie made a guest appearance. All that really good stuff. This is your brain on drugs. Any questions? Of course. Remember Dare? Lean on me. No, was it Lean on Me? The sometimes in our life. Da 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 da. We all have so. I relate that to the Dare. Because I feel like maybe that wasn't a worldwide thing, but in our school, I remember we did like the Dare thing, and I remember singing that song. But yeah, interesting. Oh, we talked about lunchboxes and our thermoses. I'm still waiting to hear what everyone had on their lunchbox, or if that was just a Hollis thing. But I think everyone had. I'm sure someone had a Labyrinth lunchbox, or a Super Mario Brothers lunchbox, or a Wizard of Oz. And we had Chris here earlier. So, guys, as we approach the 9 o'clock mark, we're on the top of the hour, and I wanted to remind you all very much, if you are watching, I'm going to have to check on the YouTube and the Rumble, see if our Twitter viewers there. I wonder if they're the same people. If you guys are watching, if you like it, it would do me so kind, because you're in the very last place. You never share it, you never retweet it, you never like it, you never give it a heart, man. Huh? What do you got to do? But yes, I am Hollis, and you're watching TGI Fridays. I'm here every Friday with TGIF, bringing just a little bit of fun, a little bit of forget the heaviness of the world, because it's a BS world a lot of times. We are here to spread kindness, to spread happiness, to higher the vibes, and sometimes that's just about being silly and quoting 1,000 quotes from your favorite movie, like Labyrinth or whatever it is. There's certain ones I know, like the whole movie. Clueless is a big one I used to know a lot. Oh, I love Clueless. That was a good one. Clueless was so good. But yes, I am here every Friday, and I'm here every Monday through Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And as I said, before I wrap up the show, one more time, I'm going to give a little run through of, just in case you just tuned in. And if you did tune in, remember, or if you've been here, remember, guys, tips support the show. Remember to tip your bartenders, waitresses, and podcasters. Hey, that's me. I'm a podcaster. If you like what you're seeing, if I bring some value and you could spare it, I would appreciate you buying me a coffee. Here you go.
Are you enjoying the podcast? If you'd like to support what I'm building, you can buy me a coffee. Every bit of support helps me keep this podcast going and release my music independently. You can leave a one-time tip or become a member for a few dollars a month and unlock exclusive content and behind-the-scenes footage you won't find anywhere else. Just visit buymeacoffee.com/Hollis Mahady or scan the code you see on the screen.
Remember, guys, another way to support is if you are interested in some new music, say it may be old to me, but it could be brand new. It could be your favorite band ever in the world. It's called the Love Zombies, and they are on my previous music collection. Because as if you know, or maybe you don't know at all who I am, what I do, I'm a musician. And next 2 Fridays from now, May 15th, Covers, my brand new single, is coming out. And this is a steal. This is all my previous music collection in one spot. And my new stuff is a lot different from this, but these songs are great. They're great for the gym. If you want to pick me up, talk about higher the vibes, and it's just a lot of fun, good music here. So if you're interested, this supports the show. It's on sale for only $20, 30 plus songs. I say it's an $18,880 discount. Because you wouldn't believe it. That's how much music cost back in the day to make. And it was real drums. It was real music, real guitar players, everything. It was not AI. It was all real. Recorded in LA, recorded in Abbey Road Studios in London. Real expensive music on sale for only $20, guys. So for those who don't buy music anymore, consider supporting artists. Not just me, but if you find a song or an album, consider buying it. That's the way that people make money, and it's not easy these days. Here we go.
Need some new tunes to listen to? Why not try the Hollis Mahady Music Collection? As I move towards the new, I'm closing an old chapter with gratitude. To celebrate the new music on the horizon, I've gathered my complete past collection and made it available all in one place. The collection includes 2 full albums with my previous band, Love Zombies, Passion Fruit, and No Slow songs recorded live at Abbey Road Studios, the Be Honest EP with Love Zombies, Hollis original songs, Hollis cover songs, a bonus Christmas album. And this collection represents the journey that brought me here today and the doorway into what's next. To purchase the music collection, head over to hollismahady.com and go to the store. All funds raised go directly towards promoting and advertising my new album on my own label, Voice of Freedom Records. Thanks so much for supporting independent music.
Don't forget to sign up for the mailing list if you want to keep abreast of the situation and know when those new shows are coming out, when there's going to be guests, in case you aren't you're wondering, hey, maybe I want to check her show out again or see some of these guests and you need a reminder. Make sure you go to hollismahady.com and sign up for my email list. You will get an automatic download for free of the Reconnection Movement.
Download your free copy of the Reconnection Movement today. Just head over to my website, www.hollismahady.com. Go to the podcast sections, scroll to the bottom of the page, and enter your email to get your free copy instantly. Now more than ever, it's important that we reconnect and support real human creators and real people.
And there you go, guys. And one last thing, I don't play the ad enough, but remember, if you are also out there and you need any kind of video promotion or video production or editing, voiceovers, I do it all as well. If you're thinking about starting a podcast, let me know. I have a lot of experience now, and Dan has even more. So if you want to do your own podcast and you need some help, you need some intros, some commercials, you want to make it kind of stand out, I do that stuff. And I would appreciate the work. So if you have even if you have a business or something and you need a little commercial or a reel made for TikTok or Facebook, whatever it is, I do all that stuff. So here's a little clip of that. And I'm just going to promote myself here a minute.
Hi guys, I'm Hollis and I'm here to bring your creative vision to life. Whether it's designing your video thumbnails or editing your content or recording voiceovers for commercials, I've got you covered. I'm part of the in-house production team at Voice of the People U.S.A. Radio and Television Network, and over the last 6 years, I taught myself everything from production to post-editing and beyond. I know exactly what it feels like to be stuck, overwhelmed, or unsure where to even begin. And that's exactly why I now offer these services to other people as well. So if you have a project you're working on, you can hit the link below where you can see examples of my work, from commercials I've produced to voiceovers and more. And if you like what you see and think I can help with what you're looking for, feel free to reach out. We can create something awesome together.
And there you go. And for those, like I said, some nights next week, I will definitely be live, obviously Monday and Thursday. Who knows, I might be live Tuesday and Wednesday. If not, there's always a replay there. But if you really, really want to know and you're like, oh, wonder what she's doing. I miss her. Is she live? You could always go to my Buy Me a Coffee, where there's even more behind the scenes things that I do not share here. There's a lot about music, and I will just play that quickly on, and I'll let you know what else. I'll play that quickly. So in case, because there's already 2 podcasts up there, and I said I will be having another podcast added to that to make it number 3. So if you haven't seen it or you're thinking about joining, go for it. Go for it. I highly, highly recommend it. There's some stuff that I haven't shared with anybody ever. I'm going to share it with you. Welcome to a comedy of errors. A little bit more of the skeletons in the closet. I will only talk about it here in this podcast. We're going to get into the really good stuff. And some of it's not pretty. Went all the way there just to go back to the beginning. Nothing, really? They'll kick you right down. They'll spit in your face. I was living in Hollywood and I was just so beaten down. I love zombies. So much heartbreak. Certainly not the way I saw things going. This up, man. Oh, man, that really screwed my life up. My mom would tell me, oh, you look back and laugh at this. Really? And then there was not enough left to promote it. I mean, it was a big, big mistake. It's a shame. And the darkness comes to knock you back down. They're just so sex sells. Just show it all. The boudoir. Characters and plot twists. Some people go on the journey with you and some people don't. Sweet Poison Love. Devil in Me. Where Did You Go, Girl? That's my favorite song on the album. I wanted to see other people's hearts. And I don't think everybody is born to do this. Voice of Freedom Records. Am I too old to do music? Can't give up on something that's you. And I could have chosen never to do music again. So how many times are you going to get knocked down or drown your sorrows? Or are you going to hide under the covers forever? It's about letting go of what was Do we have the courage to get up and to try again when we've been knocked down so hard? Life's not for sissies. What do you do with those struggles? They're all part of the story. This is truly the journey, figuring things out as I go. I invest in those who invest in me. It means so much to me. People who support it. Talking to you, hear about it first. We're going to be releasing it in real time. An insider peek before it comes out. But it's more fun when we have each other. It's not just about me. It's about all of us. We're going to get into all that here and more on a Comedy of Errors podcast. Can't wait to share it all with you. This is awesome. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. While I was playing those, I'm here, excuse me, messing with my new phone. And this is definitely going to take some getting used to. Every time I freaking touch it, it goes blank. Like I have to put the code in and I'm trying to swipe it. I'm like, so there must be some settings on here I have to figure out, because you know how you have to put your code in. It's like every like 2 seconds. And I'm sure there's a lot to figure out here. So if anyone, it has recently switched from Apple to Android or vice versa. I mean, I'm so used to, I had Apple my whole life. So it's going to be, but I wanted the new camera. I was like, there's a lot of things it could do. And Dan kind of convinced me that it's good. So I was ready for a change. I wanted a new phone anyway. I've had the same one forever and it was getting a little beat. So yeah, brand new camera and it's a nice bigger screen. So we'll see. Jess said in the chat room, she said, I missed the labyrinth stuff. Damn. Well, you know what, Jess? Don't worry. There's a replay. And you did. You guess what you missed? Guess what you missed? You missed us singing Dance Magic, Dance Magic, Dance Magic, Dance Magic. You remind me of the babe. What babe? The babe with the power. Love that song. Love that song. Go ahead and listen to it. And yes, you can watch the replay. It will be up shortly. Maybe tonight, probably maybe tomorrow, but I always put them up and they go on Spotify as well. That one actually I might not be able to put it on Spotify because I had that music in it. It'd probably be like copyright thinking of it. I don't know. So I will try. I could put it up on my website though. But yeah, when you play that's the tricky part. When you play anyone else's music or videos, sometimes it won't let you do it. So boo. But we'll get it up there. Somehow. There's workarounds, and that's what I'm figuring out. My life. It's all workarounds. What do we do? How do we do it? How do we make this all happen? But anyway, guys, I am Hollis Mahady, your host. You have been watching Holistics, and I will be back Monday night with a brand new episode. I hope you guys all have an amazing weekend. Stay safe, have fun, and it's still Friday night. It's still pretty early out there, so you could, watch some more reruns of TGIF on your YouTube. Grab some pizza, maybe with anchovies, like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They love their anchovies. We know that. They like their weird toppings on their pizza, like peanut butter. We watched that last week with all the weird toppings that the Ninja Turtles loved. And I just thought about that. Chris said, and he's not here to tell me because I forget. He said in the UK, they didn't call them Ninja Turtles. They called them something else. I forget what it was. It wasn't ninja. But anyway, those are random facts. But yes, make sure you guys tune in Monday. If you're out there, you come across my post, you say I have an event on Facebook all set up for Chris. Share it out. Invite people who might be interested in some real musicians, some real talk, some real independent music, all that good stuff. We are here representing the real humans. We are Holistics here. Like I said, we are here to connect, to let people know that there are still people out there. We're still here. Some of us were born a while ago before all the phones took over the world and no one seemed to connect and no one cares that much anymore about anything. It seems sometimes, but I know there are people who still care about things like this out there. And we are here to bring all those people together in one place to make friends, to make connections, and to reminisce about the good old days as we navigate the murky waters of the future. Will it be robots? Will it be humans left? We don't know, but we are in this together, guys. Remember, if you are just random, you don't know me, you are wondering who I am or whatever. My name is Hollis Mahady. You've been watching Holistics, and remember, take this into the weekend with you. If you are doing something in your life that's hard or a challenge, or you're going through something hard, remember, you're never alone. You're not alone. Things can get heavy sometimes, but we're here to just, get to be a light in the world. And I've been through a lot as well in my life, just like everybody. We had our challenges, ups and downs. But one thing I always say, especially for my creatives out there, my musicians, my artists, my creatives who are trying to do something that seems like, oh, the odds are against you, never, ever give up. Never quit the music that's in your heart and soul. Never stop listening to that music. Never stop dancing to the beat of your own drums or whatever it is. And never lose that kid-like quality. That's what keeps life exciting. Remember to laugh, to have fun. Nothing's ever guaranteed. Nothing's ever guaranteed. So go into the weekend. Have a wonderful weekend, guys. I love you all. I appreciate you for being here. And with that said, I'm going to close out with my closing song. This one's called Lights. And I hope you guys, again, have a wonderful weekend. I will see you Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time with Chris from Must Kill Chris. All right, guys, I'm signing off. Have a wonderful night. Take care and a wonderful weekend. See you next time.
Thank you for watching Holistics, hosted by me, Hollis Mahady. If you enjoyed the show, be sure to share it with someone who might need it too. And if you'd like to support the podcast, you can visit buymeacoffee.com/Hollis Mahady. You can make a one-time donation or become a member for just a few dollars a month to get extra podcasts and exclusive behind-the-scenes content you won't find anywhere else. Or simply scan the code on the screen. Your support truly means the world to me and helps me continue creating independent content for you. If you like the music featured in this show, I license it through Epidemic Sound. You can head over to hollismahady.com, click on the podcast page, and use my link for a free trial. And don't forget to check out VOPUSARadio.com, where I host my music channel and am building a growing community of independent musicians. If you're interested in joining the network, just click Join Network and submit an application. Until next time, remember that you are loved and never alone. From human to human, big hugs. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you next time. Enjoy the outro video. I love this song.
Lights shining from the window late at night. I'm just watching someone else's life go by, wishing it was mine. Dreams, everybody has them at the start. Somewhere along the way they fall apart, and it makes it kinda hard to look up at the lights. When the lights go out, everything is clearer. When the lights go out,
Try your best to hold on to the rope. We all have a reason to let go, and it's easier to do, but it's better if we don't.